and welcome to Comics with Jose. My name is Jose. I love comics and I want to share them with you. Follow me on Twitter at Art of J Velez, on Instagram at jvelez622. We're going to review some comics that I like, that I love, and some that I don't like or love. I own all the comic books that I am showing. Even though we're going to be looking at them digitally, I actually have copies of every single comic book that we are going to review. Like and subscribe, and thanks for listening. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me here. This is Comics with Jose. My name is Jose. I love comic books, and I want to share them with you. This is my absolute favorite hobby, and we're going to look at one of my. This is not just one of my most favorite comic books out there. This is my second favorite manga of all time. Akira is my favorite manga. This one has become my second. I absolutely love the One Punch Man. I love My Hero Academia too. But this one is really fun. So I had done a video just doing chapter 1 and chapter 2, and I decided that I would just do the entire book. It's probably just so much easier. It is written by one, and art is by Yusuke Muruta. So this was a, well, it's still going on, a done online, and then it became a manga where um, it got redrawn basically. And Yusuke Murata is amazing. So here we go. So this is chapter 1, or book 1, and this has 8 chapters. So we're gonna try and see if we can get through as much of this. It's pretty simple. So I have this book. Um, I have a couple of the books, and it is just phenomenal. So here we go. Um, just marvel at this art. Um, just really cool. So you notice that there's not a lot of words. It really allows for action. So, and mangas are read from let's see, from your direct, so as you're reading this, so from right to left. So you read this first, then you read this first, then you see this, and then you see that. So everything is this way. Okay, if we were looking at the actual book, you would um you would start from the back of the book. So this is basically saying, there's trouble going on, and um, here comes our hero. So this little girl is crying here. I mean, I don't really have to describe much because most of it is just um, pretty self-explanatory. And he's about to grab her, but she's not there, and he rescued her. This book is so addictive. This series is so addictive. The manga, the anime, everything about it is just great. So, this would be like a double page spread. Um, so, look how easy it's to, and it's just very easy to read. It's very fast. So, he punched him, and he's like, "Oh my god!" in one punch. So, we're going to chapter 2. See? Look how quick it was. So we're going to start with the origin. The origin is going to kind of be uh, mixed in between, so it doesn't give it to you all at once. So, um, so this is what, 3 years? So 3 years earlier, and He's looking for work. He's looking for this crab guy is looking for someone who um you'll see here. Um he's looking for a kid with a cleft chin, and he's gonna kill him basically. And here he is. So he's gonna warn him. And what he did is he drew nipples on him with a marker. Look how big. I mean, it's just so easy to read. And if you if you're not if you're just here and you're used to my videos of comic books, you can see how different this looks. Again, it goes from this way to this way to this way, then back here to here to here to here to here. Um, so there's the nipples that the guy drew. So look at that, 2 panels. So so this is the One Punch Man, only he's not the One Punch Man yet. So and you can see he's getting his butt kicked, but look at this. This is a little bit violent and gory, but that's anime. Comic books in Japan are a little bit different. So he was reminiscing. There he is. So we're already now in chapter 3. And so he's going to give this guy superpowers. I think these two are brothers, if I remember correctly. So, I mean, do you see? Look at this. This is awesome. Look how many. It just moves so fast. So, brains and brawn, basically. They're going to try to take over. I mean, this thing just moves so fast. So, he's destroying this city. So again, from here to here to here, 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 here. So this thing is just so fun. So he's trying to kill the One Punch Man. And notice he's so invulnerable. And when I started this, I'm like, well, if you can't, it's a trope on Superman. If you remember how he was depicted in the Golden Age and in the Silver Age, he was pretty much unstoppable. And I think that's what they were trying to do. So they're trying to see what you can do. Great composition, man. Can you believe these guys have to draw so quickly every week? So each chapter of this goes weekly. So this is like a comic book's worth of stuff almost in a week. So you can see here he jumped and hit him with the punch and knocks him down. So now we're in chapter 4. Look how quickly we're moving. So that's why I decided to just do it a book, because look how much you can just see and follow the pictures and see what's going on, because there's just not that many words. So he woke up, he's being attacked. He lives in a place where apparently there's superpowers everywhere. So these are like the mole men or something, like coming from the ground. And this is drawn digitally, so I like drawing digitally. I embraced it. Even though I'm like 50 years old, I really embraced the digital. It's just easier to have an iPad and draw on an iPad than, pen and paper and ink and having a mess and paper. Ah, I love it. Then I save everything as a JPEG and put it in my Google account. So he fought everybody. So here comes the big bad. Hmm. And if you see how simple, I mean, the drawings go from simple to complicated, cartoony to comic bookish. So, so we're now in chapter 5. And he's kind of talking to himself. And he keeps missing this fly. So you look at that. He's got the power and kills all these things, but misses the fly. So again, it goes from this way to this way. So I know that Americans or Westerners are used to going this way, but here to here to here to here. So now we got our first villainess. I don't know her name, but she's like a mosquito lady. So, and this goes forward and backwards. So that's why sometimes you'll see that um it's just going to uh, you know um it'll give like a flashback in the middle of a story. So I wish there were like cues, but that's kind of what's going on. So when you see him doing something, like you're like, oh wait, he was in a battle. How? Well, here the mosquitoes like suck them dry. So and they give her his the blood goes to her and feeds her. So she controls all these mosquitoes, and so I mean, look at this. They just let the art speak for itself. There's just not so much. He's one of the main characters, so he's making his first appearance, but he's a main character. And he finally got the mosquito. So this part 6 continues. So look at that. There were 7 chapters and then I think a bonus story. So these mangas, particularly the One Punch Man, which, like I said, is my second favorite of all time. My current favorite, because Akira's done. I have a video on the first chapter, on the first volume of Akira. So check that out. So if uh, this stuff is just so fun. It reads so fast. It's so entertaining, and each book is only like $10. So um, there are quite a few of them though. So um, but it's still cheaper than a trade. So you can get them at Barnes and Noble, Amazon, anywhere. So So she's mad because they killed her mosquitoes. So he's like a cyborg. So he's half human, half robot or machine. And so he smacks her, and look how strong it just takes out a building. And he's like, "What?" And so I love this. I am a lone cyborg fighting for justice. He says that quite a bit. And then, of course, our One Punch Man is called Saitama. And so here goes chapter 7. These chapter breaks are kind of like covers. So think of them as if it was a cover. So he's going to study under. He wants to know how he's so powerful. So he wants him to teach him. And he really doesn't want to, but um he just he ends up giving in. And so look, he starts with this, and I love it. It just keeps going and going and going. It's like short. That's a lot of words. And that's pretty cool. So and they're all like, "Wow, the One Punch." So that's why they kind of call him the One Punch Man, because he just gets everybody in a punch. So and with manga, it just tells you up here, read this way. So it reminds you every couple of pages because I know that people tend to forget. Huh. It's just pretty cool how this is a fun read. It's a fun book. Chapter 8. I thought there were 7 chapters, but it looks like we're at 8. So great art. And so they're heroes, and then there's villains. So that there's a little bit of everyone in this thing. But right now we're haven't met any of the heroes. Just well, 2. We met 2 of the heroes, but we haven't met the other heroes that are around. The anime covers, the anime covers. A, there's 2 seasons, and it probably covers. Um, there's a season 3, but it hasn't come out yet because COVID kind of um shut things down. So and the 2 chapters or the two seasons cover probably the first 50 or 60 chapters, and it's pretty true to the manga. And so look at this rendering. I just it's very cool. So the little mole man is like, "I'm leaving," and Saitama got him. And so and so you'll never beat the second. He's like, "This guy." So So now we're back to um, the past. Saitama, 12 years old. Now, when you see this, this is like he has like, you know how kids get like snot. That's supposed to be. And then this is in Japanese, so here it tells you what this says. So this is the bonus chapter. So we are probably nearing the end. So this is like just some more origin stuff. They call them bonus because it kind of gives you more of the story, but you don't really need. They just they're just extra stories. That's why they're called bonus. They're not really part of the main story. So I love how they design villains, and they just like it's pretty cool. Like I said, they draw this digitally, and it's pretty cool, and you can tell some stuff they kayfabe, other stuff he doesn't. So it just kind of depends. Like this, I bet you that he just took a picture and put it in Photoshop. I doubt he drew all this. And you'll notice in the buildings a lot of stuff. He's probably taking pictures. This is probably pictures here. So this is the end of the book. So and that's the back. So then this is the back cover. So it's only $10. Get it at Amazon. It's amazing stuff. So One Punch Man, book number one. Like, follow, subscribe. Thanks for listening.